Memphis. It's time for Wolo and Friends on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Presented by Homer Skelton Hyundai. Here is your host, the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. Yeah, and I said,
Last day without Dave, so that's good for everybody, right?
Yeah.
People can hear his lovely voice again on Monday, breaking down the Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
I
It'll be
don't have any Tigers breakdown.
American Athletic Conference Media
Days, that's right.
Media Day.
You know, the morning show talked to Trent Dilfer this morning. Greg and Eli talked to Trent Dilfer this morning. That'll be posted on feature audio. As soon as I do that, it's my job to do that. I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
Eventually. I'm getting to it. But it is, the hour 3 is posted with Trent Dilfer.
You can go listen to
so
that.
you can go listen to
It's
that
right at
now.
the start,
it's right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Highly recommend everybody go listen to that. He was excellent. Loved his perspective on coaching and stuff like that.
I'm excited
He's really
about
good.
Trent Dilfer in the American.
One thing he said that stuck out to me was him talking about wanting to schedule the best teams. They're going to play Georgia this year.
Yeah.
And he said, if I could, I would schedule 4 SEC teams and just go play because that's part of the process of getting better. You know, we're not necessarily going to achieve our goals in one season.
Right.
We're just trying to get better right now. I'm not really concerned with, let's beat this team so we please the booster base and win these games, and that they understand we're trying to get better and stuff like that.
That's interesting.
And that really stuck with me. That's
Yeah.
the way I feel about basketball scheduling. A lot of times when I look at coaches, I feel like they should just schedule, go get your brains beat out in the non-conference season. Who cares? That's basically the preseason. You got to be playing your best basketball down the stretch of the year. Or in coming years, that's how great teams are made. Man, point is I really identified a great deal with what he said, and maybe you will too. You should go listen to it.
What kind of jersey are you wearing?
This is an Old Style jersey. Old Style is a beer company from Chicago.
Interesting.
It's in like the upper Midwest, I would say, and Chicago. It's like just a domestic beer like anything else.
Interesting. I just didn't know. I was very, very confused for a
Old
second.
Style. It's in the fashion of a Cubs jersey, though.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals play an afternoon game today.
Yeah, and the Cardinals won last night.
They do. As the Cubs tradition, so on a Friday, the only day game you'll ever get is the Cubs because the Cubs do their little Friday matinee, part of tradition, harken back to before they had lights at Wrigley Field. They would play on Friday afternoons, as seen in the great film, Bryant. Name a film where they play baseball during the day at Wrigley Field. And maybe people go watch it in the movie.
Rookie of the Year.
Well, that's true. That's touche. He does play for the Cubs.
And they do go to a day game.
Oh, Henry Rowan-Gardner.
Yeah. That's all I got.
The Rocket. No, I was thinking of another children's movie. I don't know if it's a children's movie or not. Ooh, Ringer.
I'm sorry, that was my computer.
That's a fine. $5.
I think I got that.
That's another fine.
What, telling you I think I have $5?
Oh, so I thought you said I don't think I have it
No,
on
I
me.
have $5.
I put it on the console there. Good.
Okay.
Henry Rowan-Gardner did play at Wrigley Field. No, I was thinking of Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Never seen it.
Huh.
Lie. At Houston High School when I was there, they did a movie right after we got the Jumbotron. They did a movie on the field where you went out, you brought your blanket, all the students did, and you watched the movie. It was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Can't say I watched a second of it, though. I was there.
Do you know the actor in it? Matthew Broderick? I just gave it to you to save you the embarrassment.
Matthew Broderick. Yeah.
So they go to the day game. They're playing hooky from school that day. Is the whole
He's
thing.
sick.
It's his day
He always
off.
says he's sick.
It's day off. So they go to the Cubs game, and they're sitting there watching the Cubs game. Hey batter, hey batter, hey batter, hey batter, swing batter. It's one of the lines from the film. They sit in the stands saying that. Maybe somebody listening has actually seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And,
I'm sure plenty of people listening
and picks up the reference.
Bueller's Day Off.
Brian Takis, however, does not.
I did
There
not.
were some baseball games yesterday. Bryant, did you see any of them?
Yeah, I watched a lot of baseball yesterday. Except a lot of day games yesterday. Not a lot of night games. But
No, there weren't a lot of night
A lot of
games.
day and afternoon games.
One of them was the St. Louis Cardinals. Steven Matz got his first win.
Where
of
did this
the
Steven
season.
Matz come from?
I'm not sure. Where did he come from?
I don't know.
Gets his first 2023 win.
Good for him.
He was the only pitcher in baseball before yesterday that had made 10 starts and not gotten a victory.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
And he got one
Yeah,
yesterday.
yesterday, and you were spot on yesterday when you said the Cardinals hit Marcus Stroman well,
They do beat up Marcus Stroman a bit.
and they did last night. I mean,
the
got
third-
there by
it's-
themselves almost with the over.
It's the third time the Cardinals have beaten Marcus Stroman this season alone.
Really?
But those statistics that we read yesterday, I don't know why we say that like people listen every day, like religiously. If you missed yesterday's show, I'll catch you up. We talked about this game yesterday. Marcus Stroman was on the mound, and we were looking at the matchup on MLB.com. We saw Paul Goldschmidt had a really high percentage with a good amount of home runs. And just going down the list, Brendan Donovan hits a good number. Everybody hits really well against Marcus Stroman. So that goes back to all-time numbers against Stroman. And then you hear after yesterday, that's the third time they've beaten Stroman this season.
That's crazy. It's hard to believe they've already faced him 3 times.
No, it is, but that's the way scheduling works in Major League Baseball.
Well, but
too.
I'm still thinking of that. He did pitch in that 2-game.
Oh, how
in
about Jordan
London.
Walker misplaying? So Jordan Walker hit the 2-run blast, great
He
home
did.
run. He's feeling good. He's the first player. Might be a big number later. He's
be.
the first player to hit a home run in his first at bat at Wrigley since
I think 1970.
No. First Cardinal to homer in his first game at Wrigley since Nolan Gorman in 2022.
Oh.
Since 1970.
No, there was some stat
since
that was-
last year.
Hold on, I'm gonna find the.
Well, maybe later. But but yeah, so since last year, so he hit a home run, and then a ball's hit out to him in right field, and it's Yan Gomes, because Yan Gomes earlier in the game had hit no, this is the first one. So Yan Gomes hits a ball out to right field. Jordan Walker slides in for it, trying to make a catch. Misplays it. The ball bounces in front of him, then bounces over his head. So Yan Gomes gets a triple. Big play. That scored a run. Then later in the game, Yan Gomes hit another triple, I think off the wall to right field. This one went. Second triple in the game for Yan Gomes. That was unbelievable. He's the first catcher with 2 triples in the same game since
1970.
Stephen Vogt did it in 2019. Stephen Vogt, who is now,
Retired.
yes, and
I don't know.
a broadcaster for, I think, the A's,
Oh, really?
if I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea.
Maybe the Diamondbacks.
I don't keep up with.
Former Diamondback and A
No, I
catchers.
just don't keep up with local broadcasters.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Interesting. Well, that was the Cardinals game for you. The Cardinals won in convincing fashion.
We thought they
7-2.
could get swept this weekend.
Yeah,
maybe the Birds are back.
I actually, in addition to taking all of the overs and whatnot,
I also took money line.
I took the Cubs on the money line. I was very confident the Cubs would win yesterday, and I might have a similar thought again today. Maybe I'm going to go down with the ship here. Or you bet that the Cardinals are hot. We'll have to talk about that in a little bit. Some other storylines I saw early this morning. So I really spent a lot of this morning handicapping these games today, but some storylines I wanted to talk about. You know, it's hard for me to recall some of these games like on the spot like this as we're going through some of this. Maybe that's why you're supposed to write notes down and then
While you're
and
watching
then,
the game,
and then or just before you do the show to draw from those things as you talk and whatnot. The Orioles Rays. How about that game going into 10 innings
that
last
was a
night?
great game.
It really was something. The Rays scored 2 runs in the 7th inning to come back. The Rays scored in the 2nd inning, go up 1-0. The Orioles got out hot in the 4th inning, scored 3 runs. It was 3-1 after 5, and then the Rays scored 2 in the 7th to tie it up. They ended up playing an extra inning. I actually fell asleep after the Rays scored 2 runs. I woke up in a startle, and they were doing post-game coverage, and it was the Orioles winning in extra innings last night, so that was something else too. And oh, this game was yesterday too. So yesterday, oh, great stuff. See, this is why it's hard to recall. All this stuff. We're also up here long hours, so like days run together and times run together.
A good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like we watched these baseball games yesterday, then we did sports time. It feels like it was 2 days ago at this
really
point.
does.
This Braves Diamondbacks game yesterday was very interesting. So Zach Gallen on the mound.
Oh, yeah.
He had a perfect game going through 4 or 5 innings or something like that. Unbelievable. Spencer Strider also was excellent in that span. No runs in the first inning, a very rare occurrence for the Atlanta Braves. 0-0 after 5 innings. Then the starting pitchers come out because they just reached their pitch limit. They had thrown 100 pitches after 6 innings or something, and the wheels fall off. The D-backs score 4 runs in the top of the 7th. The Braves come back and score 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. 5 more runs in the 8th inning. 7-5 the final score of that game. A game where a no-run first inning and an under 4.5 first 5 hit. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, it's incredible if you just go. I was looking at this box score yesterday afternoon after the game was over. It's just incredible to look at because the first 5 innings, like you said, all zeros, and then after that, both teams put up a 4 spot in different innings. It's crazy.
Really is.
So that was a fun game though. But that whole series has been a lot of fun. I mean, the Diamondbacks have been putting up runs. That's the I think first time they've lost in that series.
Yeah, and the Diamondbacks finally get some respite from the Braves today. If they can beat the Braves, their matchup now is with the Reds this weekend series right here. I think they can make quick work of the Reds here.
I think so too.
So we'll talk about that game in a bit as well. Any more storylines I really want to talk about here? Oh, Ellie De La Cruz. We talk about Bryant. What is one of Ellie De La Cruz's most interesting, most impressive attributes?
Oh, his arm.
Excellent answer. I was worried I was going to have to ask that a couple of times, but that's exactly the answer I was looking for.
Well, it was either arm or speed, and I just went with arm.
And what is an example of his impressive arm?
Well, I mean, you see all of the stats of he's got the fastest velocity of a throw from third to first.
Well,
or
that
short
record
to
you're
first.
talking about no longer stands, after last night.
Really?
Because Ellie De La Cruz broke it again.
Broke his own record.
99.8 mile an hour throw across the diamond to throw somebody. I'm sorry, to nail Wilmer Flores at home. That was a throw he threw home to nail Wilmer Flores last night.
Yeah, that was on a relay throw, and
that's
got him
unbelievable.
At the plate. He's remarkable. I mean, I've been saying a lot about Corbin Carroll winning the Rookie of the Year this year, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised
it's a 2-horse race.
If Ellie won it. I mean, he's just so exciting. He's so he's really done so much to excitement wise for the game of baseball.
Listen to this. Most 95 mile an hour assists as an infielder in their career. Under the StatCast era since 2015. No, I'm going to name you the list.
Oh, I thought you were saying he's done. I was like, there's no way.
Most 95 mile an hour assists as an infielder in their career under the StatCast era, so since 2015.
Okay.
Didi Gregorius has 2. He's 4th. O'Neal Cruz has 3. He's 3rd. Fernando Tatis Jr. has 4. And Ellie De La Cruz has 4.
You're kidding.
Ellie De La Cruz has played less than half of a season, and he has the most 95 mile an hour assists as an infielder.
That's unbelievable.
Since 2015.
That's unbelievable.
It really is.
I
don't know how. I mean, it really is unbelievable. I don't know how applicable that is to wins necessarily.
But it is cool to watch.
But if you see this guy's arm, holy crap!
I mean, it's literally a rocket. And when O'Neal Cruz gets back healthy, you'll have 2 of the strongest arms. In the infield.
That's sad. He never is healthy. And you know what? For that matter, Ryan Hayes has been hurt a lot the last couple of years as well, too. His whole career, hasn't he?
Oh, well, he's only been up a couple of years, so yeah. I mean, it's really been sad. But if O'Neal Cruz can get back, I mean, those are 2 of the strongest arms in baseball in the same division.
Sure is. And with that Orioles win yesterday, they took command of the AL East lead still, too. All right, that's really all I had to talk about in terms of baseball yesterday.
Very small slate yesterday.
Yeah, you want to just take an early break and then we'll come back early here and handicap these games?
Yeah, let's handicap.
Sounds like a plan. We'll be back after this.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
When you think about insurance and you want great value without sacrificing great service, I want you to think one place: the Eflin Insurance and the entire Eflin Insurance team. Matt and his group of professionals will access 10 leading companies to find the right home and auto program that fits your budget and your absolute needs. The Eflin Insurance team, the number 386-GER, 386-4777. They're taking care of business in Memphis, right on the river with Grind City Brewing and all of their great products. Look, this was a dream come true for a father and son duo. And if you have not been to that brewery right on the river, just to the north of downtown, you're really missing something special. And now you can't miss their products. Wherever you go, you see a brand new label. It's clean, it's beautiful, it's distinctive. You'll know Grind City Brewing, and of course you know their products like Poppy's Pills, that great Pilsner, or Tiger Tail, that very creative craft malt liquor. There's the new Thaddeus Amber Lager. That is absolutely a great light beer. There's the India Pale called Godhopper. It's outstanding. And then there's the Belga, the Belgian-style wheat ale. They keep bringing hits at Grind City Brewing. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch has an offer you can't refuse. They will pay you to do business with them if you want luxury. And I'm talking the Genesis G70 car. If you would love to have that kind of new technology, they will give you a $1,000 rebate when you finance with Genesis Motor Finance. In other words, they'll pay you $1,000 to do business with them, and you get brand new luxury. You can't beat it. That's Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis, right at the corner of Craft Road and Highway 78 in Olive Branch. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis in Olive Branch, where customer retention is amazing. There's a reason. They take care of you with a team that's been together for a long time. Whether it's finance or whether it's service, you can't beat them. Homer Skelton Hyundai Genesis. Memphis Public Golf is always getting better. You know about the opening of Pine Hill, Overton Park last year, what they're doing at Audubon right now. It's a beautiful thing to see, but they always get better technologically too. So if you would like to make a tee time at any of the public golf courses, simply go to MemphisPublicLinks.com. MemphisPublicLinks.com. It's that easy, and you'll be the first to get your tee times for any of the golf courses. And I got to tell you, it's not just all these beautiful courses. There's a lot of competition. And they want me to start telling you about the Memphis Amateur Championship. It's going to take place July the 21st through the 23rd. That's a Friday through a Sunday. Round 1 is at the new Pine Hill. Round 2 at our always favorite Galloway. And the third one will be on Fox Meadows, and they're going to make it very, very difficult. 156 player max. Registration is now open. MemphisPublicLinks.com. City Golf, it's the greatest.
Whatever you do, don't buy an engagement ring or any piece of diamond jewelry until you discover the all-new Genesis Diamonds, now open in Poplar Commons. Genesis Diamonds. This is no ordinary jewelry store. It's a global diamond powerhouse started by former diamond wholesalers with rock-bottom prices on exquisite hand-selected diamonds and a selection that's up to 30 times other stores. They've been bringing price relief to Nashville, Louisville, and Cincinnati for years. Voted best jewelry store 13 years in a row. Now, they're here. Genesis Diamonds guarantees to beat the price of any diamond you find at any other local jeweler. Period. Any size, any shape. Plus, at Genesis, you have access to the most sought-after ring designers in the world. Names like Ferragio, Henry Dawsey, Simon G, and many more. All this plus a stunning showroom, unbeatable warranties and guarantees, a no-holds-barred diamond education, no commission salespeople, and free service for life on any purchase. Genesis Diamonds, a true game changer in jewelry shopping. Now open in Poplar Commons. Genesis Diamonds, official jeweler of the Tennessee Titans.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. the rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. 5 Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 5 Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5 Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM, your Mid-South Sports Station.
Now back to Wolo and Friends on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM, presented by Homer Skelton Hyundai. Here once again is the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
Don't y'all fade away. Don't try to dig what we all say. I'm trying to cause a big sensation. Just talking about not.
So I learned yesterday I don't know how to floss.
How did you come upon this?
Well, I've been if you've been listening at all this week,
assume everybody listens every day.
Exactly. I've been to the dentist multiple times this week.
Wow.
Yesterday, dental hygienist said you gotta start flossing. I've got like some inflamed gums or something. They're like, you gotta start flossing more, and like she gave me some stuff. So I get in there last night. I'm trying to like floss. I don't know how to do it. And so I like went through like 4 like big old long things of floss. I'm like pulling up YouTube videos how to floss and
that's
like
hilarious.
Wrap it around your fingers and then like get in there. I couldn't get in there, and so I'm gonna have to go get the little stick things that you put in there.
I love the market for people making YouTube videos teaching other people how to use dental floss.
Yeah, there's plenty of videos out there.
That's.
I watched like 3 last night. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh man. Oh geez. So you had to get like the sticks, or were you gonna get the sticks?
Yeah,
or
we go to
something like
Target
that?
and get the little sticks.
Get the sticks.
And they taste like mint.
Yeah.
This floss didn't taste
Just
like
do me
anything.
a favor. Don't bring those around, okay? Like, people that use those, not to generalize, but people that use those generally will like carry them around everywhere. You know what I mean? Like they always got them with them.
No, I just gotta
Drives
do
me
it at
nuts.
night. I don't.
Okay. Well,
But
in
I
the
have-
morning. You morning and night.
One of my buddies did ask me one time, you want a floss stick? I said, what are you talking about? He goes, you can just like chew on it. And
Flossing's not a part of your
it like
culture.
tastes good. And I was like, huh. And so I like put it in my mouth and I just like sucked on it. It tastes like mint.
Yeah, it does taste like mint.
So
Sure does.
That's like a trend, I think.
I think it's mostly for flossing, though. I think it's
Yeah,
generally-
no, that's why I've got to get one because I got to start flossing.
generally the idea
And I
behind
can't
it.
floss with the regular string. It doesn't make sense to me. So
It doesn't make sense to you
at all.
You can't figure it out.
I literally couldn't. I was in the bathroom for like 30 minutes watching Nigeria and Canada and trying to floss. I had to stop watching Nigeria, Canada so I could look up on YouTube how to floss. I'm watching 3 videos. The first lady doesn't show you. I guess she assumed everyone knew how to floss, so she's just explaining why you should floss.
It was a puzzle you couldn't figure out.
Couldn't figure it out.
Using dental floss.
So I'm very excited to go back to the dentist and tell them that I couldn't figure out how to floss.
Last week we found out that Aaron Rodgers looks like Jake Owen.
Oh yeah, Jake Owens. I think there's an S at the end of his name.
Jake Owens?
I think so.
Oh. Well, we found out that they look alike. And I would also like to nominate Tommy Fleetwood looks like them as well. Now, Tommy Fleetwood is probably quite a bit shorter than they are because he's only 5'10". But he looks exactly like them as well. He's got the long hair, too.
Grows a little beard
and he's
out,
got the
for
little
sure,
stubble
yeah.
beard. It looks just like theirs.
I think
Yeah,
you're
no,
right.
I would like to nominate him. He's in the group as well.
Can I also
they
make
also
a,
look alike.
since we're just throwing out things that may or may not be embarrassing that we learned this week?
That was an embarrassing one. I said.
No, not you.
Your
I'm
first
just me.
thing. Yeah,
That I don't know
you
how to
for sure.
floss.
No, that's right. That's embarrassing.
I've been watching SEC Network for a while now.
Oh, yeah.
I've been watching it all week for SEC Media Days.
Uh-huh.
Jordan Rodgers, Aaron's brother.
Yes, brother.
Had no idea.
Played at Vanderbilt.
I remember him at Vanderbilt. Had no idea that was the Jordan
Yes.
Rodgers that is Aaron Rodgers' brother.
Yes, the
Had
one
no
that
idea.
he's always publicly beefing with.
I literally I just thought it was somebody else. I had
No.
no idea they were the same
No,
person.
brothers. They're
Yeah.
brothers.
He's also does reality television or makes reality television.
Sure
I
does.
guess. He was talking about the new one they're doing where they're going to have divorced couples.
So does Jesse Palmer. Is Jesse
Spin.
Palmer still on SEC Network?
I don't know. That's
He
a good
played in
question.
Florida.
Yeah.
You know, he was he was the Bachelor at one point. He's still married.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a new reality show related to the Bachelor now.
Really
Sure is.
interesting.
So SEC quarterback, a good business to get into if you want to be in reality television.
Tim
Jordan
Tebow
Rodgers.
could be next up. You never know.
Well, Tim Tebow stars shines
That's
brighter
true,
than reality
yeah.
television.
That's true.
Jordan Rodgers and he needed that.
Yeah, I just
God bless him.
learned that. I was like,
So did
watching
Jesse.
it, and
God bless him.
I asked John. I was like, "Hey, John, you know Jordan Rodgers? Remember he was at Vanderbilt, and I didn't know he was doing reality television now." And
Who's
stuff
your
like that.
Who's your favorite former player commentator in college football?
in college football?
Mm-hmm. You want me to go first so I can
please.
filibuster?
Yeah.
Petros Papadakis. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Played running back at USC.
Yeah.
He does the. He was on the national championship teams with like Carson Palmer in them, I think.
Sure.
And he works for Fox. He used to do the late night Pac-12 game, but I guess he won't do that anymore because they don't have Pac-12 on Fox anymore, do they?
No, they don't have
Yeah.
a deal right now. And the commissioner was just talking today, and he said they still don't got a deal.
So whatever they do on Fox at late night, that's what Papadakis does.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna
and
be
he is
Big
so,
Ten, though?
oh, he's so entertaining. I love him. Oh,
Yeah.
he's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, great stuff. He told a story once. Well, I don't. Do you have your answer?
No, I got nothing.
I'll just tell his story, and then we'll handicap these games. This is a great story. He told this story once about how he's plays for USC. He's playing running
Sure.
back, right? And they got this guy, Troy Polamalu, just came in. And he's got this shaved head. He comes in there. He was literally the last recruit they took. So he wasn't highly touted or anything, but this guy comes in there, shaved head. No one knew who he was. There's this kind of high-pitched voice. You've heard Troy Polamalu talk. He's got like a high-pitched voice, kind of like Michael Jackson or whatever. And the first day of practice, he comes out there, and he's playing defense, and this guy has the ball, and he just took the ball from him. Like you would imagine, like they see like in Pee Wee football. Just took the ball and ran the other way. This is USC. This is a national championship contending team. This is the highest level of college football. First day of practice, Troy Polamalu just takes the ball from somebody and runs the other way. That guy, I think that was probably the moment they knew he was going to be
hilarious.
a Hall of Fame
Especially
football player.
Troy Polamalu with no hair is also hilarious
How about
in
that?
itself.
He's identified by his hair now.
Literally.
Starting to gray a little bit too.
Head and shoulders.
All right, let's handicap these games. I've stalled enough now. I wasn't even trying to stall. Just one thing led to another, and we started telling stories.
Why'd you have to bring up that I didn't know how to floss?
Sure did.
We'll learn one day.
First game of the day today, like we said, afternoon baseball, Cubs, Cardinals. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Brian.
Yeah,
right.
Love that. That movie.
And Henry Rowengartner, former Cub,
The Rocket
from Rookie of the Year, The Rocket. How about that? What a great movie that is, Rookie of the Year. Still holds up, by the way.
No, it does.
It very
I
much
love that
does.
movie. I watch
Henry
it all the time.
Rowengartner. People have compared Adam Wainwright to Henry Rowengartner this season. That's mean.
That is mean.
That's mean.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
And he lost his magic.
Jordan Spieth just missed a putt, by the way.
Poor guy. All right, this game, Jack Flaherty's on the mound against Justin Steele. Let's start with Flaherty. You want to start with Flaherty?
Let's start with Flaherty.
So
Our
he's
guy
the away
Flaherty.
team, Flaherty. First of all, weather here today. We got some wind blowing, Brian.
Shocker.
16% chance, increased chance for home. No, I'm sorry. This is yesterday's wind, I think. Sure is. 16% decreased chance.
Ooh, so not a lot of wind blowing.
In home run, 10% decreased chance in runs here today. Let's start with Flaherty. In 3 starts in July, Flaherty has a 1.45 ERA.
Wow.
Last 3 outings in July, like I said, in July, 6 inning pitch, 3 earned runs, 6 2/3, no earned runs, but 9 hits. He loves allowing runners on base. And the outing before that was the Yankees when the Cardinals won that series against the Yankees at home. 6 inning pitch, 4 hits in that one. His 2 outings in June before that, 6 1/3, 10 hits, 6 runs. That was at Washington, at the Nationals. And then at home against San Francisco, 4 1/3, 10 hits, 6 runs. And the Nationals and the Giants really can't hit either. So Giants and Nationals giving up all those runs. Neither of those teams I think can hit very well. However, Flaherty has been pretty good in July. I don't know what to make of that necessarily. Let's look at Justin Steele. Maybe that'll help us make more of something. Well, he has a 6.75 ERA in July. Now, but he has a 2.96 ERA for the season, so he must have been really good earlier in the year. Sure enough, he was in June. He had a 1.56 ERA. He only has 2 starts in July, so the 6.75 only comes from 2 starts. It was against Boston. He gave up 6 runs. He gave up 5 in the 5th. He went 6 full innings, 10 hits, 6 runs. And then on the road at Milwaukee, he gave up 3 runs, 2 in the 6th inning. So if we're betting first 5, he only gave up 1 run in that span, 6 full innings there and 9 hits. And then the last 3 outings in June, I mean, he was unbelievable. 3 hits in 6 1/3, 5 hits and a run in 6, and 5 hits and 2 runs in 5 innings pitched. That's against Cleveland, the Cardinals, and Baltimore. So one against the Cardinals, he gave up 5 hits and 1 run. Pretty good on the road in St. Louis. I don't know what to make of today.
I
but
don't either.
Flaherty has been good, and Justin Steele was good the last time he played St. Louis.
So we're just going to trust both these guys are going to be good?
We got the wind blowing in.
Yeah.
So how about under 4.5 first 5? That's
All right.
minus 125. I don't love that. That's 2 question marks there. How about Cubs minus half a run first 5? That's even money. I just don't think the Cardinals keep winning, do they?
Yeah, well, I feel like we've said that 3 or 4 days in a row now. And I also remember the last time we took a team minus half a run in the first 5 against Jack Flaherty, and it didn't work out.
There is value, and that was the Marlins, right?
It was.
There is value in the Cardinals' money line, plus 110, and they're hot.
They are hot. Maybe hottest team in baseball.
Is that right, you think?
I mean,
Let's see.
They've won how many in a row?
6. Yes, that would be the hot. Texas has won 6 in a row.
Okay.
Yes, they're one of them and the Rangers are the 2 hottest teams in baseball. Do we bet that? Is that worth betting?
I mean, maybe. I've trusted Flaherty lately. Seems weird to say, but he's been good. I mean, I guess the last one is kind of a throwaway because it was against the Nationals, but he was good against Miami. He was good against the Mets.
I was all set to come on here and say under 4.5 and Cubs minus half.
Yankees.
I was all set to come on here and say Cubs, under 4.5 first 5 and Cubs minus half a run. I'm all twisted around in knots now thinking about this Cardinals money line. I'm twisted in knots. Maybe that's a sign, Bryant.
That we just stay off.
Man, this is an Apple TV
We gotta
standalone
watch.
afternoon
we gotta have
game.
Something on it. It's the 1 o'clock game
Got
on
to.
Apple TV.
Got to. We owe it to people. Anybody
We owe it to ourselves.
Anybody that sticks around and
That's very
listens
true.
to us handicap baseball games
They deserve a
deserves
play.
a play on this game.
Not wrong about that.
All right, let me just talk. This is truly talking out your bets. I apologize to everybody, but we're just going to talk this out. Okay?
Okay.
I take the Cubs minus half a run first 5 plus money, so even money. Even odds there, plus 100. And I could take the Cardinals money line for the game plus 110, riding the hot hand there. If I split with the Cardinals winning, I win money. If I win, 0.1 units, maybe
Sure.
not worth it. No, never mind. I rescind all statements there. You know what? I'm just gonna make a decision here. I'm just gonna make a decision. I'm kung fu punching
Yeah, I
to
don't
make
know
a
what's going
decision
on.
here. Cubs first 5. Cubs first 5 is the play.
Half run or just money line?
Minus half a run.
Okay.
Minus half a run.
Okay.
Flaherty's not going to keep it going. There's just no way.
I mean, that's
He allows too many runs on base, and it hasn't bit him
that's
enough
a good
lately.
point. That's a very good point.
And Justin Steele was good on the road against St. Louis at the end of June. That was
he
not
really
very
just
long
hasn't
ago
been
at all.
good this month. That's really the
2
only
starts.
time he hasn't been good.
2 starts.
Yes.
And the wind was blowing out against Boston, so I kind of throw that out the window. And on the road at Milwaukee's a tough divisional game. Milwaukee's at top of the division. The Cardinals are not Milwaukee. Cubs minus half a run is what we're taking. And if we're going to take that, we're also going to take the under 4.5 runs
I like it.
as well. That's how we're coupling that.
I like the under 4.5.
Under 4.5 first 5, minus 125, a little bit of juice there. And we're also going to take the Cubs minus half
I
a
like
run
it.
in
I
the
like
first 5. There you go. So if you listen through all that going back and forth, at least you had some payoff at the end. Next game is also an Apple TV game. It starts at 5:40 Central Time here. It's the Padres and the Tigers, and this is a really good bet here. I don't know if it's a really good bet.
But you
this
like
is a
it.
really solid play. I think this play will come through. I don't know if it's a smart bet or not. We'll find out together here. Padres at Tigers, like I said, 5:40 Apple TV game. Let's start with Seth Lugo. He's on the mound for the Padres. Early in the season, my idea was just Seth Lugo cannot keep this up. And he didn't for a period of time. He has a 3.78 ERA. In July, he has a 4.76 ERA. That's only in 2 starts, though, so not a huge sample size, but his ERA has been going up. The Tigers, however, his opponent today, the 5th most strikeouts versus right-handed batters in Major League Baseball. How about Reese Olson going for the Tigers today? He doesn't have a ton of starts under his belt. He's 1-4. He has a 2.19 ERA in July.
Young guy.
He seems to be good versus teams that don't necessarily hit the ball for high average. I wrote down bad teams hitting. Toronto, Texas, and Atlanta beat him up.
You just blanked.
I can't read what I wrote.
This is like the second day in a row that's happened.
Says here's what I wrote. Toronto, Texas, Atlanta beat him up where they they yanked him out after a run. Hang on. Here we go. Reese Olson has a 2.19 ERA in July. He's pitching for the Tigers. He's good for teams that hit for a bad average, but teams that hit for a good average, so examples that the Tigers have played, Toronto, Texas, Atlanta, they beat him up where the coaching staff yanked him after only a run. So before it could get bad is essentially.
Wow.
So he'll only throw like an inning and a third or like 2 innings and they'll yank him out.
Interesting.
1 run, they'll yank him out quickly. So I don't really know what to make of that in terms of betting like the first 5 or something like that. Here's what I have. Seth Lugo over 4.5 strikeouts. Like I said, the Tigers strike out a lot. Seth Lugo averages about 5.5 strikeouts this season per outing. 4.5 Ks minus 145. I think I'm going to take the over 4.5 Ks today. I think the Tigers strike out a lot, and it'll get to his average. Give me the over 4.5 there. Other things I wrote down for plus money are first 5 under 4.5. I don't know if I want to trust Reese Olson or trust the Padres not to hit necessarily. Padres first 5 minus half a run is also even money. What do you think about all that?
I think I like the Padres minus half a run first 5. I mean, it's just hard because the Padres have been so up and down this year at the plate. I mean, like some days they'll come out
betting
and
the
score
Padres
9
and betting the
runs.
Tigers is like the same experience.
It
You know what I
literally
mean? You just never know what's going to happen. Some days the bats are awake because they have hitters that you think had the propensity to hit, like Javi Baez or Juan Soto or something like that, or Manny Machado, but they just never do.
It's hard out here to bet these two teams.
Sporadic is when they do.
Very
I should
sporadic.
Say. So do you like the minus half a run? Then?
I think I like that. I mean, because like you said, I mean, the Padres have the bats, and I do think they'll get some contact. And so if you can kind of get something going early, get Reese kind of flustered a little bit, and then maybe get to that bullpen, hopefully you can score a couple runs. And I don't trust the Tigers to score runs.
Under 4.5 runs you don't like. I mean, over 4.
I just don't know.
Yeah, under 4.5 runs you don't like.
I just don't know because I mean, like I said, I mean, the Padres could come out and score 4 runs in the first 2 innings, or they could come out and have 1 hit through the first 5 innings. I mean, you really never know.
So true. But with Lugo's strikeouts, I'm willing to bet on the Padres as well, I think.
Yeah.
I do that too. Minus 145. Very rare you're going to see me take a minus 145 bet, but
welcome to
such
Friday.
is life today.
Yep.
We got a little bit more time here. Let's do one more game before we get to break.
The O's.
Orioles and Rays is the next one on the list here. Kyle Bradish going for the Orioles today. He has been electric.
He has been really
3
good.
outings in July here. 0.47 ERA in July. Like I said, 19 and a third inning pitch. 1 earned run in those 3 outings. Unbelievable. Zach Eflin, however, has got a decision in every game he started at home this season.
That's
10
incredible.
games, he's 9-1. 9-1 in 10 games at home this year. A 2.34 ERA at home. But he's got a 5.4 ERA in July. I'm looking at this, and I should love the Orioles, but for some reason, I keep liking the Rays to bounce back, and I need to stop that. I need to cut that out. So here's what I'm doing here. Under 4.5 runs in the first 5 is minus 110. That's one question mark there. And like I just said, I keep trying to bet the Orioles to bounce back, but
You mean the Rays to bounce back?
the Rays to bounce back. But here's the fact of the matter: the Orioles are 8-2 in their last 10. and the Rays are 3-7 and have lost 5 straight. So I'm going to take the Orioles money line first 5 at plus 125 and the
cow.
Orioles money line at plus 130 and not overthink it. And the under 4.5 in the first 5. What do you think? All 3 of those.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
Because I was looking at these numbers, and for some reason I keep liking the Rays. And I feel like I did this yesterday too. But there's no reason to like the Rays. None.
There's none. I mean, that's a great point. It feels weird to say fade the Rays, but... It's, I mean, they haven't
Other
been
than
good
Zach
this month.
Eflin is 9-1 at home.
Yes, but I mean...
But Kyle Brady, man, he's been real good.
I mean, this team has been really good this year.
But they
haven't put it
these
together.
trends are also based on when they were playing like the best team in baseball, and they have not been playing that
they
way
haven't.
either. Ever since
whole month.
Ever since the Wander Franco debacle, where it was like there was like locker room chemistry. What exactly happened?
He supposedly he had a big head. He was being arrogant around the clubhouse.
Exactly.
And they had to sit him down a couple games.
Had to sit in exactly right. They had to sit him down. Ever since that, the chemistry has been totally different.
Very good catch on your
The
part.
team has been losing,
Yeah.
and so we need to stop thinking that the Rays are going to get back to form right now. We're going to bet against it while it's going on. So we're taking
That's a great
Orioles
idea.
money line first 5, Orioles money line for the game, and the under 4.5 in
Because
the
even
first
if
5.
I think even if it doesn't hit, even if the Rays come out and win this game tonight, they're winning through 5 innings. I still think that's the play. You have to
Plus
fade
money.
this team right now
I'm
at that
comfortable.
much, but not even just plus money. It's not just like plus 100. It's like plus 125, plus 130.
Agreed. I'm comfortable with that. We'll do more when we come back.
Add a little fun to your lunch break. Join Johnny Radio for Sports 56 Happy Hour from 11 to 1 every weekday on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Attention, everyone. Family Leisure needs your help clearing out their inventory. Let me say that again. Family Leisure is needing your help to clear out their inventory. And to do so, there are tons of great deals throughout the store. For example, all do-it-yourself pools are $1,000 off. Special 24-foot round pools for less than $2,000. Select play gyms, only $18.99. Hey, if you need patio furniture, they have patio furniture that's now up to 30% off. Spas are in stock. They're up to $1,200 off. Now listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. 24 months, same as cash financing, is now available through this sale. Family Leisure needs your help clearing out their inventory, so come and do your part at Family Leisure. Whitten Road and I-40, where family and fun come together.
1912, 1900, 1911, 1853, and now 1837. This is Shell Dunn Rosengarten with Mark's Benstorff Realtors. I have just sold one of the oldest homes in Shelby County. No brag, just fact. I'm very proud of selling homes across the age spectrum, and I can sell yours, whether it was built in the 1800s, the 1900s, the 2000s, or if it's only 2 years old. I may have the worst golf game in town, and I rarely make a par, and forget about birdies, I do real estate. That's why my golf game is so bad. I spend most of my time taking care of my clients. I have a highly successful strategic marketing program and tell people to talk to 2 to 3 brokers, but make sure that I'm one of them. Remember, when you want the job done, call Shell Dunn. Call me now at 483-0546 or email me at memphisrelocate.com. That's right, relocate is my middle name. memphisrelocate.com or 483-0546. I'm waiting for your call or email.
My friends at Miramichi are always innovative. They've got a new thing going I think you're going to like. They have a staggered rate pertaining to what time of day it is. You can get a better price if you go in the later afternoon than you will in the morning or in the afternoon. From noon to 3, there is a $10 savings. There's about a $13 savings from 3 until close. You can't beat all of the innovations or the beauty at Miramichi. And folks are flocking. No longer can you get a membership. There's a waiting list, but that's how popular Miramichi has become. And why wouldn't it? You've got different levels of competition. You have 5 different tee boxes you can choose from ultra hard to ultra fun. The thing that's a constant is the beauty. The back 9 is like taking a walk through the woods with a meandering stream, and there's a waterfall you'll love. Everything about Miramichi is cool. Go check it out in Woodstock, 12 minutes north of downtown. It's Miramichi.
Hey everybody, I'm out here at Olive Branch at All Star Chevrolet, and not only can you get a new Silverado this week, you can get financing as low as 1.9% and have a payment-free summer. And guess what? Your good credit deserves it. Come drive a Silverado or one of these Trailblazers, or see Kevin or Jeff for a custom order. And if you're a first responder, educator, military, recent college grad, or healthcare professional, you get an extra $500 bonus cash. And Kevin and Jeff asked me to thank all of you who are bringing your cars and trucks here to sell, because All-Star is still paying crazy good money and can get you a check today, even if you still owe money on it. And All-Star's certified and pre-owned selection is loaded. Certified Silverados, Ram trucks, Jeeps, Corvette Stingrays, even Tahoes. And if you need service or maintenance, call Sean or Jeff in the All-Star Chevy service department. Remember, it's not the Pike, not South Haven, not Bartlett, Mount Moriah, or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. So find new roads to All-Star Chevrolet today, or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Did you know a percentage of accidents are because people are texting and driving at the same time? If you've been hit by a driver texting and not paying attention to the road, call the law offices of Arthur Horn III. You probably know them for their big cases, but they know your case is big too. Let them represent you. Join the winning team at the law offices of Arthur Horn III. Call today, Arthur Horn III, 901-331-1816. That's 901-331-1816. And please, don't text and drive.
Hey, sports fans, you already know about the great steaks at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse, a Memphis tradition since 1981. But don't forget the Fresh Burger Fridays. If you need a great private party, the Butcher Shop is your place. 6 different private rooms, rehearsals, business dinners, luncheon, weddings. You call the Butcher Shop at 901-757-4244, 107 South Germantown Parkway.
Or visit the website at thebutchershop.com. Now, back to Wolo and Friends on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM, presented by Homer Skelton Hyundai. Here once again is the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
No, Dave, he'll be back Monday. We're sitting here, Brian Dacus and me. I'm Jay Morgan Harder, and we're handicapping baseball games instead of Dave being here.
Yeah, we are.
And so we're going to do that until the end of the hour, and then John's going to come on, and he's going to do his show. Mm-hmm. And now we're on the Rockies and Marlins game right here. The Rockies still have not announced a pitcher. I really don't care, and that's not going to stop me from handicapping this game or betting on it. Braxton Garrett, a 5.87 ERA in July, but he, for a period of time, along with Luzardo, were the 2 best pitchers along with I've already forgotten his name.
Come on, spit it out.
Who's the pitcher that was pitching great? And then Yuri Perez.
Yuri.
Thank you. Along with Yuri Perez, were the 2 best pitchers over a 2-month span of May and June there. Braxton Garrett and Yuri Perez were. So he hasn't been as good in July, but I'm kind of betting on the come today in Marlins Park against the Rockies today, or Lone Depot Park, I guess it is. It's called now. I'm betting on the come. How about a no-run first inning is minus 105. Marlins minus 1.5. First 5 is plus 110. First 5 under 4.5 is minus 110. What do you think? Oh, I should also say a minus 13% chance for a home run here today.
Wow.
Minus 7% chance for runs here today at Lone Depot Park.
Interesting.
So under 4.5 and no runs first inning might have to do with that. And if the Rockies haven't announced a starter, it's not going to be anybody any good. It's going to be some kind of bullpen day. There's no way the Rockies' bullpen is any good. There's no way I even have to do any research about that. I'm just going to – there's no chance. No chance their bullpen's any good. I'm willing to bet this before it changes.
Why are you betting
because
the
then they're
under?
going to put out some guy who has like a 10 ERA. Why am I betting the under?
Yeah.
Because the wind's blowing in and stuff like that. And I feel like one kind of covers another here too. You know what I mean?
So it's under, and then what's the other one?
Under 4.5, first 5, minus 110. Marlins minus 1.5, plus 110. And no runs first inning is...
That's a game or first 5?
First 5. And no runs first inning is minus 105.
I don't know about the no runs first inning.
Okay.
I'm staying away from the no runs first inning after what happened yesterday afternoon. So that's on you, man.
Okay. What about the other 2?
I don't know.
Good answer.
I just don't. I mean, I don't know who Colorado's throwing.
All right, how about this one? Yeah, good. I don't really know either. Good point. We don't know who's throwing. Giants Nationals. Alex Wood going up against Jake Irvin here today. Alex Wood, a left-handed pitcher, so the Nationals against left-handed pitcher, 7th best OPS in Major League Baseball against lefties, the 4th best batting average in Major League Baseball against lefties. The Nationals have. Who would have thought that in the world?
Who would have?
Alex Wood has been good and bad. I mean, up and down, and with absolutely no consistency either. It's impossible to predict how he's going to be good versus bad. Jake Irvin's, it seems safe. He's going to give up some runs. And I also feel like San Francisco can't score. So here's what I'm betting on today.
Okay.
The Nationals can hit lefties. Alex Wood is up and down. It's gambling, right? Let's bet on Alex Wood to be bad today.
Okay.
And take the Nationals first 5 money line at plus 110 and the Nationals money line for the game at plus 130. And just to be safe, over 5.5 first 5 at plus 110 because we also think Jake Irvin can give up runs. Maybe this Giants get there by themselves if they start scoring runs today for some ungodly reason.
Yeah.
And we bet on Alex Wood to be bad, so I think over 5.5 plus 110 is good there. What do you think?
No, I'm with you. I think
On all of it? You like all the Nationals money lines there?
Yeah.
Really? You're with that?
Because I mean, the Giants have confused me so much this year because you watch them play, you look at the lineup, and you're like, this team cannot win games, and they win games. But I mean, my thing is I feel like everyone is so quick to every single day want to bet against the Nationals and bet against the Athletics, teams like that. I mean, they're going to have to win at some point, and so I think the kind of stats you gave out about how well the Nationals hit, I think this could be a good spot, and with the odds you're getting, it could be a good time to try to get some action on the Nationals.
Over 5 runs is minus 120, minus 115. I'd be comfortable taking the 5.5. I would go for plus money there. I don't know if I want to take both Nationals money lines
I'd take
there.
one of the two.
I'm probably more confident in the first 5 money line, but the Nationals money line for the game is better odds. It's plus 130.
Both plus money though.
Both plus money though.
I'd probably just take the first 5.
I think I'm going to take the first 5 as well. I might take that one by myself privately. Who knows? Do we have time for another game here?
Sure.
Maybe one more.
Let's
do this last one here. This is my favorite one. Let's skip ahead. This is my favorite game today. D-backs at Reds. This is the free game of the day. However, you get it here in market with Bally, so you'll be able to watch that here at Bally. But it's also the free game of the day, so it's a good game to do here. The Reds, the 11th best OPS in Major League Baseball against lefties, and Tommy Henry is a lefty going for Arizona today. Him and Ben Lively, who's the pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds today, they're up and down almost in identical manners. Literally,
really?
Almost identically. If you go through their game logs, they look almost identical, up and down. Almost identical. All I'm confident in the most today is a big day for the D-backs.
Yep.
I think they hit up on this guy Lively today.
I 100% agree.
I'm just and I'm playing on the weather because this game today has the 43% chance increase in home runs, a 20% increase in runs, which is almost equates to 2 total runs in this baseball game.
The best increase according to that chart
For the entire day. So I'm
whole day.
confident in the D-backs, and I'm willing to bet on the Reds because of the weather. Here's what I like.
Holy cow.
What's
the
that?
D-backs are underdogs in this game?
I like the D-backs money line plus 105.
Wow.
I like the first 5 money line at even money. I like the D-backs team total over 5 at minus 120. And I like the over 5.5 for the first 5. You can maybe get over 6 at better odds. What do you think about that?
No, I'm all over this game. I knew last night when I was kind of looking at these games, and this morning when I woke up and I saw that same chart that you were referencing, that I was all over this game, and I was all over Arizona. Arizona's been hot. I mean, I understand they lost last year, but the amount of runs they put up this past week against Atlanta, like, you got to think that those bats are going to continue to stay hot. And so, yeah, I'm all over runs. I'm all over.
Both these guys have shown propensity to give up runs too. Now they've also shown that they can be good too, but I just don't.
I'm just going to back the Diamondbacks. I'm going to trust them.
I agree. I'm with you there. I'm backing the Diamondbacks, and just to be safe, maybe get some money. I'm taking an over in the first 5 as well there too. So that's what I like the best today. Some good week, Brian. Good
week
work today.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing, taking today. Johnny Radio is next. I'm sure he'll bet more. And then listen to Bryant with Brett Norsworthy, who's back in town today.
Yeah, he is.
Sports Time on Sports 56 from 3 to 6. See you next week.
There's an institution in East Memphis that I love talking about. It's the Spirit Shop at 48.